This animated diagram visualizes Italy's end-of-life tire management system, which handles approximately 400,000 tons of material every year. Looked at one way, that is a massive waste management challenge. But looked at another, it is a vast, untapped reserve of industrial carbon. Right now, these raw, aggregated piles sit at local service centers across the region. Because Calabria lacks a controlled local pathway to refine these materials, the tires and their embedded economic value are often shipped away or left unutilized. The region absorbs the environmental burden but loses the industrial upside. To capture that value locally, a new facility has been planned. This technical brief outlines the first operating module of a much wider industrial program, the Calabria Early Tyre Remediation and Circular Materials Precinct. Establishing this local processing infrastructure is the necessary first step. It stops the economic leakage at the source and lays the physical foundation for a circular carbon economy right here in Calabria. The implementation plan targets a 24-month window. That timeline moves aggressively from initial site confirmation and enabling works straight through to mechanical installation, testing, and full commercial operation. This graphic shows the planned spatial layout. To accommodate that timeline and volume, the strategy reserves an 80,000 to 100,000 square meter footprint, separating logistics and preparation from the core reactor bays and storage. At the center of the operation is the material flow. One shared tire receiving and preparation line handles the raw feedstock, debeating and shredding it to a precise specification before securely feeding it into 3 advanced waste magic technology reactors. Inside those reactors, a controlled cycle breaks the material down. The physical output is what you see here. High-value, recovered carbon-rich powder alongside reclaimed steel. By physically integrating the handling, preparation, and reaction phases into a single site, the facility creates a secure, verifiable pathway. Raw regional waste goes in one end, and certified commercial resources come out the other. This breakdown outlines the preliminary capital expenditure for the first operating module. The priced capex sits between 10.84 and 10.86 million euros, split between process machinery and site works. It covers the imported reactors, preparation line, and preliminary buildings, deliberately excluding the future advanced manufacturing campus. Capital deployment is strictly governed. Before any final purchasing occurs, the project requires fully dimensioned engineering layouts, verified feedstock supply agreements, and approved environmental permits from Italian authorities. This stage-gated financial approach ensures capital is protected. The money is deployed only when the engineering, the supply chain evidence, and the legal permits are fully locked in and validated. Phase 1 operates on a strategic philosophy: import first, manufacture better. Acquiring the initial 3 reactors acts as a knowledge bridge for the region. Instead of waiting years to build a local factory from scratch, these 3 imported units begin running immediately. They serve as engineering evaluation systems, gathering crucial baseline data on energy use, throughput, and maintenance. At the same time, this early activation has a direct human impact. The precinct becomes a live, hands-on training ground. Local operators, technicians, and engineers build practical skills on active machinery. Every hour of operation and maintenance feeds into the larger plan. The data collected and workforce trained during Phase 1 will inform the design, quality control, and operation of future waste magic units, eventually manufactured entirely in Calabria. This precinct serves as the active industrial foundation required to localize an entire circular carbon economy. End-of-life tires are generated here. The resulting carbon materials will be refined here. And through this phased industrial strategy, Calabria's resources will be used to build local skills, local industry, and local jobs.